Sage Mode Naruto versus Kage Summit Sasuke, one of the most contentious and undecided topics that the Naruto debate community has ever had. Why is that though? Well, in today's video, I'm going to go over why this fight is brought up so much, and go over each of these characters in detail to break down how a fight between these two powerhouses would go. To set the scene for this battle, we're going to have the normal events of the Kage Summit play out as is. But instead of Naruto reverting to base form to fight Sasuke, he'd stay in Sage Mode. Since in all honesty, he could have kept Sage Mode active via having the clone set up, but for some reason he didn't want to use it on Sasuke. In this scenario, he will. If you don't like how we are having Naruto fight a more tired Sasuke, then I'll go over how a fight would go even if Sasuke was in perfect health and got his chakra back or something. Let's say like before his fight with Danzo, just to make it more interesting. After the more accurate story-driven fight happens, I'll go over how a less accurate fight would go with a healthier Sasuke. If you guys do like these videos, make sure you do like and subscribe. Only about 3 to 4% of the people that watch these videos are subscribed, so if you do like what you see here, you know what to do. Alright, time to get back to the video. Before I go over the fight, I want to briefly go over why this is so interesting to fans. It's mainly for two reasons. 1. Naruto said him and Sasuke would die if they fought each other. 2. This is the point in the narrative when Naruto and Sasuke line up the most pre-war arc. They both surpassed their teachers, as stated by Ma and Pa for Naruto, and by Suigetsu for Sasuke. Since Suigetsu didn't see EMS Sasuke fight, just Kage Summit, so him saying just now surpassed Orochimaru would be the information he knew from the summit. Let's start with talking about Naruto. In Sage Mode, Naruto is a complete monster and is incomparable to any other person in the village as stated by Shikaku. Shikaku stated if Naruto mastered Sage Mode, then everyone else in the village should leave Naruto to fight Pain alone, because he'd be in a different league than everybody else. And he didn't even know Kakashi was dead. And this statement from like the world's smartest man should be considered at least a little bit valid. To add credence to this statement, it lines up with feats given to us by Sage Mode Naruto. Sage Mode Naruto came in against Pain, showed speed basically equal to Pain's, they both threw punches and their arms moved the same distance in the same time. And in raw strength, Naruto was able to throw giant summons around and kick back the paths of Pain even when they were blocking. And these Pains were relative to Sage Mode Jiraiya in physical strength. They were able to catch his punches easily. Base Jiraiya and Tsunade are relative to Orochimaru. Orochimaru beat Hiruzen, and Hiruzen is stated and shown in the war to be stronger than any Kage alive, including, importantly for this video, the Raikage. So Pain being stronger than a Sage Sannin physically would literally mean he's stronger physically, or at least in battle, no diffs to Kages individually. I'll go over more later in the Sasuke section for more supporting evidence for the Pain scaling. The reason it's important to scale Pain is quite obvious, because it's the only opponent we see Sage Naruto fight pre-summit. Naruto shows physical speed and strength greater or equal to Pain's. He gains Frog Kata as well, which allows him to extend the range of his punches, which were able to literally take down a path of Pain. Keep in mind, against two Pains, Kakashi said if he doesn't get help, he will get killed. And guess what? He got help and still died, supporting what I mentioned about Shikaku earlier. Naruto had his Rasen Shuriken, which was fast enough to take down paths of Pain, who didn't have the ability to absorb or reflect it, and it has the power to take down the paths, or take down the giant toad summonings since Naruto was worried about killing them with it. The same summonings who could handle Biju level strikes and fight Biju. Sage Naruto section is sort of simple to be honest. Stronger than anyone in the Leaf, stronger than a Sage Sannin, and relative physically to paths of Pain and speed, and hits harder than them. On top of gaining a danger sense and ranged abilities that allows him to avoid attacks and counter last minute, Sage Mode is also just called faster in combat than KCM by Naruto himself. And to people who saying he's comparing Sage Mode to his base, no he's not. His base doesn't have a danger sense. His Sage Mode does. That's why he said it's faster and the danger sense is better, which lines up with Pain and Sage Naruto scaling above any individual Kage. Now it's time for Sasuke. Naruto was quite simple to scale in Sage Mode, but Sasuke is a little more complicated, but also kind of easy. He was sent to the summit by Obito with the hopes that Sasuke would reach the level of Pain, since before the summit it stated that Sasuke is inferior to Naruto. And despite this being Obito's goal, he told us that Sasuke didn't do as good as he thought, suggesting Obito thinks Pain would have done better than Sasuke here. Makes sense to be honest. But what did Sasuke accomplish in the summit so we can scale his feats? We see Sasuke able to hit the version 1 Raikage with a Chidori and make him bleed. Sasuke had his normal Sharingan active, But the moment that Kage started trying full power, even with Sasuke's Mangekyo Sharingan active, he couldn't move fast enough to avoid the Kage at all. All he could do is activate the Mangekyo Sharingan jutsus in time, since all he needs to do is see them. So he was able to throw up ribcage Susanos and stuff like that, but he wasn't able to physically avoid the Kage at all. And he almost near death defeated the Kage. Wait a minute, I thought Suigetsu said Sasuke surpassed Orochimaru. And Billy, didn't you say Orochimaru would beat the Kage? Well, yes, and yes. But there's something very important that I haven't gotten to yet that Suigetsu did see. The full body skeletal Susanoo from Sasuke. The moment Sasuke pulled that out, the Kage was basically forced to hide from him, and the combined attack from everyone in the room couldn't even damage Sasuke's Susanoo. So he basically just became an impenetrable tank and punched the ceiling and made rubble fall on everybody. At that point, there's clearly nothing the Kage could have done to that stage of Sasuke's Susanoo. Sasuke then gets a bit fatigued and starts wailing out in the meeting room. He nearly dies to Mei, almost died to Inoki. He needed to be saved by Obito. Then we see him rejuvenated with chakra before fighting Danzo. His Mangekyo grants him Amaterasu and Kagetsuchi, or the power to shape the flames of Amaterasu. His Genjutsu is pretty good too, although not in the level of Itachi's. And against Danzo, he shows new moves, such as full body Susanoo, where it gets armor and a bow. He is able to shoot a crazy fast Susanoo arrow that Danzo is barely able to react to. And he used a subtle Genjutsu on Danzo to make him think he still had more eyes. But he ultimately used that Genjutsu to defeat Danzo. An interesting thing about Danzo, he was able to blow out the back of Sasuke Susanoo with his wind-style jutsu. And Danzo should be weaker than the Sannin, judging by how the elders thought only the Sannin could replace Hiruzen, and didn't even consider Danzo until Jiraiya was dead and Tsunade was bedridden. They probably didn't know about his eyes, but they should know about his speed and power. Now, Sasuke was physically stronger and faster than Danzo, and Danzo only got the opportunities to hit Sasuke based on his ability to alter lethal damage and appear behind Sasuke. But his jutsu was strong enough to literally tear the back apart of Sasuke's full armored Susanoo. This is important later. After this, Sasuke is fatigued, and he sees Naruto. Now I've explained their abilities and feats, and how they both surpass their mentors. This is now the time where I make them fight. The first match will be taking place after the fight with Danzo, as I said earlier, as this is logically when Naruto would have fought Sasuke. Sasuke has no speed feats on the level of the Kage, whereas Sage Mode Naruto had combat speed greater than KCM, which would quite literally mean if Naruto got close to fatigued Sasuke, that Sasuke would only be able to fight with ocular abilities. Now the Amaterasu and the Ribcage might be enough to make Naruto not able to hit Sasuke, since Naruto wouldn't be rash like the Kage. But Naruto wouldn't have to make contact. He could literally use an air blast to one-shot Sasuke here. Sasuke has shown no durability feats on the level of any Path of Pain, to be honest. Maybe it would just break his ribcage and throw Sasuke back though. What if Sasuke uses his full Susanoo? For one, he wouldn't be able to have it active for long. For two, Naruto could quite literally nuke it with a Rasen Shuriken. If Danzo could smash the back with wind-style jutsu, Naruto was gonna kill Sasuke if Rasen Shuriken hits. And keep in mind, Naruto wouldn't have clones to distract either, like he did in his fight with Pain, so Naruto will be able to make tons of Sage Mode clones here. The Susanoo arrow is really the only thing Sasuke has here as a big threat against Naruto, and undoubtedly an ability faster than anything Kakashi has seen Pain do, based on Kakashi's reaction to the arrow. But if Danzo's able to make a damn tree in time to avoid it, it's pretty easy to say that Naruto, with his danger sense and his Sage Mode, is going to be able to barely avoid it too. Amaterasu is sort of an issue, but he's faster than the Kage and he can sense his surroundings, so there's a solid chance he can just avoid Amaterasu in time. Or he can make a clone quickly to take the hit from Amaterasu, so he doesn't. This isn't a very fair fight. Sasuke would be fatiguing quickly. Naruto would be able to assault him from all sides with clones, and he's faster and stronger than Sasuke, with comparable reaction time, except Naruto's reaction time is physical, and Sasuke's is ocular jutsu based. So Naruto just has way more ways to beat Sasuke, and he's quite literally just too much for this tired, nearly blind Sasuke. Even Kakashi was able to intercept a Chidori from Sasuke. And we know Kakashi isn't even in the ballpark of Sage Naruto. Let's say Naruto and Sasuke clash like they did before instead of having a full-out fight. Naruto's Senjutsu Rasengan would easily overpower Sasuke's Chidori, since base Naruto was able to equally clash with him. Also, I'd argue to say, when Naruto saves Sakura from Sasuke in Sage Mode instead of base, the kunai laced with poison wouldn't even cut Naruto's skin, as we see Naruto is able to break Rinnegan rods with his palms. So why did Naruto say that him and Sasuke would both die? Well, that's simple. After gaining Sage Mode and beating Nagato, Naruto's view of Sasuke changed. He realized him and Sasuke were linked by something greater than old friendship, and felt Indra inside of him and Ashura inside of himself. He didn't know who he was feeling, but we find out later who he actually felt. As we are told later when Hagoromo told Naruto about Indra and Ashura, Naruto wasn't remotely shocked, and the Sage of Six Paths told Naruto that he must have figured it out earlier. Also, even if you ignore this fact, Naruto, after beating Nagato, wanted to find a way to understand Sasuke, instead of just fight him. He lost his childish ways of bringing Sasuke back forcefully, and he wanted to actually resolve his conflict with Sasuke by understanding him. The cycle of hatred would continue if he just killed Sasuke. He also tells the ninja of his village, when they asked, "You're the guy who beat Pain, surely you could have beat Sasuke," Naruto simply said, "It's not that simple," and that he needs more than power to beat Sasuke. How would this fight go if we removed the story-accurate version of this fight and just placed the strongest Kage Summit Sasuke against Sage Naruto? Well, it doesn't go much better than before, to be honest with you. Sasuke has no answer for being jumped by dozens of Sage Mode clones using Odama Sage Mode Rasengans, and Naruto still enjoys his speed and power advantage, and Sasuke Susanoo just isn't strong enough to take hits from Sage Naruto. Genjutsu isn't an argument. Naruto can close his eyes, and it's also iffy if Sasuke can even control the Senjutsu chakra flowing through Naruto's brain, since he has no concept of nature energy like Naruto yet. All he has is Amaterasu and the Susanoo arrow, and Naruto still has the speed to avoid these things, and if he has clones out, it's even rendered more worthless. Naruto is just too much for him. Sasuke isn't a KCM level fighter in the Kage Summit, and Sage Mode is. It just has the time limit KCM doesn't have, and it doesn't run as fast. Overall, with Naruto's overwhelming clones, speed, physical strength, and Rasen Shuriken, Sasuke really doesn't stand much of a chance, and it's not as close as people think. Even if you place a not story-accurate fight against a healthier Sasuke, Naruto still has better win cons. Naruto wins. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and have a nice day.